Hey there, this is Roger Sadsad. I want to send this to those folks who went through the first step guide training. I apologize that we since then have made some changes with the guides. We've actually combined the first step guide with the ministry guide, so we just have guides. And so I wanted to give you some instruction on how to guide people who come out of the Discover Your Story and Calling class. First off, if you haven't taken that class, definitely encourage you to take that. You'll definitely be able to help people more if you've had that class. So the goal is still the same. The goal is still to sit down and with them and meet with them once a month for, for an hour for up to 6 months, and extend grace and love and get to know them get to know you. And whereas before you were helping them walk through their first steps plan, taking their first steps, this time you're helping them walk through their Grow as I Go plan and processing that in light of the life map that they've completed. So the life map hopefully has highlighted some, where God what has been in their lives and kind of what he's calling them towards and what he's doing there. And so there's a lot of fuel for conversation. A lot of the questions that are in the Grow as I Go plan are great questions to fuel your conversation with them. So the idea is, whereas with the first step plan, you were trying to help them just address any immediate needs and take their first steps. Now we've identified 6 pathways that people can begin to take steps down. Both there's crawl, walk, and run steps down each of these 6 pathways. So we talk about this in the Discover class. Those 6 pathways are healing, identity, margin, community, growth, and calling. So for each of those, there is a crawl, walk, and run step, at least one. And the weekend experiences that we're doing, those are typically the crawl step, something that someone can jump into pretty quickly and just do over a weekend. And then the walk step might be a little bit longer class or experience than the run step, might be something a little bit even longer. So again, the idea when you sit down with your people is to help them figure out what their next steps are. So it might be that they, need to go to Oaks, but they don't have time right away, to take that big of a class. So maybe they take a crawl step, like going to the Healing the Wounded Heart class. They might want to, work on their identity. So the crawl step with that is the Knowing Rediscovered class. So there's lots of these different things, and we don't want to be prescriptive or assume that everybody's in the same place. So really the crux of this is that it's done in relationship. And so, you're still sitting down, you're hearing their story, you're sharing a little bit of your story, offer to pray for them, and just coming alongside them, matching their pace, and together, walking towards Jesus and walking towards becoming more like Jesus. So the Grow as I Go plan just provides a little bit more detailed framework for that. So if you have any questions, send me an email. Love to hear from you. But that's pretty much walking with people with their Grow as I Go plan. There's also some instructions in your guide training manual on how to use the Grow as I Go plan and the life map when you're meeting with your people. So I encourage you to take a look at that as well. All right, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.